On Apple Valley News now, an unexpected arrival. Find out how the officials handled an international flight that was diverted to Yakima Wednesday night.
And I'm tracking more fog, rain, and mountain snow, and what to expect for the holiday weekend. It's all coming up in your First Alert forecast.
And we're learning more about a Washington lawmaker's proposal to restrict gas-powered tools like lawnmowers and leaf blowers.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
We begin with breaking news. The legal battles over the future of the Pac-12 are over. The Pac-12 schools released a statement saying they've reached an agreement that ends litigation. In that statement, the presidents of Washington State and Oregon State Universities say, quote, "The departing schools have agreed to forfeit a portion of distributions over the remainder of the 2023-2024 year. The conference retains its assets and all future revenues." Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling. An unexpected turn last night for 166 passengers and 13 crew members on a Delta flight from London to Seattle, who ended up in Yakima instead due to bad weather. The Yakima Airport is the primary diversion site for SeaTac, so a flight diverting due to bad weather is not really uncommon, except this was an international flight, which means no customs. Other obstacles in the way for passengers included not being able to get off the plane until U.S. Customs officials could drive from Seattle to Yakima and get the passengers processed. Sergeant Jim Moore with the Yakima Police Department says the passengers took everything in stride.
I even heard one of the passengers joke with me that this is probably the first ever nonstop London to Yakima flight ever. And I would have to agree with that.
And coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, Emily Goodell talks with Sergeant Jim Moore and airport officials on the process of solving this issue and what the police department did to show our overseas visitors a little hospitality. While today marks the start of winter, the season hasn't actually begun yet. The winter solstice takes place tonight at 7:27, so you have a little more than 2 hours left of fall, right, Stacy?
That's right. Yeah, we've got, just right there, 7:27 is when our official winter solstice begins. Now, each year we have 2 equinoxes, spring and fall, and 2 solstices, summer and winter. So we officially enter winter. And here's what it is. The Earth's axis is tilted away from the sun, making it the shortest day and the longest night in the northern hemisphere. So welcome to winter solstice. We'll be there in just a little bit. Temperatures around the area tonight, not too chilly. We're actually on the warm side in the 40s right now in the Columbia Basin. We're in the upper 30s there in Yakima, Toppenish at 41. Look at those 30s in the foothills of the Blues. 41 Tri-Cities right now. Winds are zippo. Humidity's up there though, 86%. And again, that's that low cloud cover and fog we've been dealing with. Plus, we've got a storm coming our way beginning tonight across the west side of the state, moving into snow across the Cascades and bringing some showers to our region before it moves on out of the region. We'll see a ridge of high pressure plant itself, and that'll give us some sunshine as we head into your Christmas weekend. So look for that patchy dense fog. Again, should start to dissipate by tomorrow evening. Those scattered showers will help get rid of that fog. Mountain passes, we're watching some snow there. Be prepared for winter driving conditions and get ready for a sunny Saturday. Lots going on in the weather. I'll tell you more coming up in your First Alert weather forecast. Jill.
Thank you, Stacy. A proposed bill in the Washington legislature aims to restrict gas and diesel-powered outdoor equipment such as lawnmowers and leaf blowers. House Bill 1868 was pre-filed by Washington Representative Amy Whalen of Bellevue. The goal to reduce air pollutants contributing to climate change. This as California is about to enact a similar ban in the new year. If passed here, the bill would prohibit emissions from gas and diesel-powered equipment produced on or after January 1st, 2026. In order to ease the transition, the bill offers incentives for going green, such as grants and rebates. Well, we reported before on the PFAS contamination and cleanup at the Yakima Training Center. You might have heard PFAS referred to as forever chemicals, because they don't break down in the environment. The substance is found in a wide array of items, but it's also used in firefighting foam. Now, Washington State is considering 5 options for collecting and disposing firefighting foam from fire departments. in the state. Those options are solidification and landfilling, deep well injection, incineration, approved leave in place, or taking no action. Washington's Department of Ecology has a draft environmental impact statement on its website, along with more information about the proposal. It's accepting public comment now through February 5th. You can submit them online, and you can find that link on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. The agency will hold an information session via Zoom on January 17th from 10 to 11:30, and a public hearing on January 31st from 1 to 4, also on Zoom. Well, at this time of year, many people are shopping with their credit cards and using them at gas pumps and ATMs. The Kennewick and Richland Police Departments are once again warning people of credit card skimmers being used in the community. Now, these skimmers can be difficult to identify when attached to a credit card reader, but there are a few things to look out for. Check to see if there are signs the card reader has been tampered with. Check if the card reader or number pad lift up or come apart easily when you pull on the top corners. Check for a do not remove sticker or label on the top or left of the card reader, as this is a sign of a secure card reader. Use your debit card to avoid entering a PIN number and check your banking transactions frequently. If you discover fraud, call your bank immediately. Around the world, a deadly shooting at a university in Prague, Czech Republic. If we can bring that up, the shooter killed 14 people at Charles University and hurt 24 others. A shooting witness described what they saw.
There was a couple of bangs. I didn't even realize it's a shooting. Then suddenly there were students and teachers running.
Police identified the shooter as a 24-year-old university student. They say he died by suicide. Authorities have not uncovered a motive, but say they located a device resembling an explosive system. U.S. intelligence agencies warned that the group Hamas may become more powerful. That's the group responsible for the October 7th terror attack on Israel. U.S. intelligence warns the group's credibility and influence has grown dramatically since the attack. They say Hamas has successfully positioned itself across parts of the Arab and Muslim world as a defender of the Palestinian cause, an effective fighter against Israel. Propaganda videos portraying Hamas as highly moral fighters who follow Islam's teachings have gone viral on social media, along with images of civilians in Gaza suffering. Various intelligence assessments warn the violence in the Middle East may inspire more terrorism. Coffee chain Starbucks wants demonstrators to stop targeting its stores for protests regarding the Israel-Hamas war. In a letter to employees, the company's chief executive said vandalism at a number of Starbucks locations was the result of people misled by false information on social media. The company has tried to distance itself from pro-Palestine positions adopted by the union Starbucks Workers United. That's angered some pro-Israel supporters. The chief executive says Starbucks has worked with law enforcement to ensure worker and partner safety. A surge of migrants seeking entry into the United States at the southern border, a situation that the Republican governor of Texas says has driven him to fly migrants out of his state to a Democratic one. Liz Landers has more details.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott releasing video announcing that he's flying migrants from Texas to Chicago. This woman explaining there were more than 100 people on board the plane and they were left deserted when they arrived late Wednesday night. The situation at the U.S. southern border continues to deteriorate. Sources tell ABC News Customs and Border Protection encountered more than 12,600 migrants in one day alone this week. Abbott says he picked the Windy City because, quote, sanctuary city Chicago started obstructing and targeting our busing mission, referring to Chicago's recent decision to crack down on buses that drop off migrants outside of the designated areas without warning city officials. The mayor there calling Abbott's move lawlessness. Abbott also signed a controversial bill this week that would allow law enforcement in Texas to arrest migrants suspected of illegally crossing the border. Civil rights organizations immediately sued. House Speaker Mike Johnson sending a letter to President Biden today urging immediate executive action and urging him to implement a list of immigration policies. This comes as border policy negotiations between Senate Democrats and Republicans failed to strike a deal before the end of the year. One Democratic senator telling ABC News,
I think the state law is going to be struck down, but it's just a reminder of the urgency and the pressure with which we need to act in Congress, but doing so thoughtfully and strategically and not just responding to political rhetoric.
As ABC's Liz Landers reporting, the White House says that President Biden spoke with Mexican President Lopez Obrador about the migrant crisis at the border earlier today. A resolution adopted by the Richland City Council seeks to sell land to a Norwegian company that manufactures parts for lithium-ion batteries. The resolution authorizes the sale of the 50-acre industrial site located within the Northwest Advanced Clean Energy Park. The Norwegian company makes silicon-containing anode materials for lithium-ion batteries. The company is also considering a site in Butte, Montana. If the company chooses the Richland site, the City Council says the 40,000 square foot facility will mean 250 living wage jobs for the community. The City of Richland says it expects an update from the company sometime in the middle of the new year. A consumer alert, Toyota now recalling about 1 million vehicles over a potential problem with passenger airbags. The recall covers 15 Toyota and Lexus models. They include the Camry, Sienna, RAV4, the Lexus RX 350, ES 350, models years 2020 to 2022. Toyota says a sensor, which indicates whether the person in the passenger seat is an adult or child, could short circuit. As a result of the possible glitch, Toyota says the airbag may not deploy in certain kinds of crashes. Toyota will notify recalled vehicle owners by the middle of February. Honda also recalling 2.6 million vehicles because the fuel pump could fail. It means the vehicle could lose power if that happens while driving. The recall covers the 2019 and 2020 Honda Accord, the 2019 Odyssey, the 2019 Pilot and Ridgeline, along with other Honda and Acura models. Honda plans to begin notifying owners of impacted vehicles in February. Acura and Honda dealers will make repairs for free. However, there's not enough parts to fix all the vehicles at once, so owners will be notified in stages. The chances that someone will experience a Christmas miracle keep climbing. That after no ticket had all the winning Powerball numbers in last night's drawing. The jackpot has soared to $620 million. Taking the cash option would net you $310 million before taxes. The next drawing is Saturday night at 8. A new study suggests sales of emergency contraception will rise in the new year. A closer look at why coming up. Plus, the holiday travel rush now underway, but there are things you should know if you plan to fly out of Yakima anytime soon. We'll get you prepared. And you might be noticing a backup there. We are just learning about a collision, and we will bring you more information later. And there's also a chance for fog in the first alert forecast. Stacey Lee has details next on Apple Valley News Now.
From the first day I met Gary, I did say that this is a man I could marry.
There's hope that I have someone that I can enjoy the rest of my life with.
I took a chance with Gary. Now that I found him, I don't want to lose him.
She is what I've been looking for.
The Golden Wedding, live January 4th on ABC.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your community Chevy dealers.
Mattress Depot USA believes everyone is entitled to a good night's sleep regardless of their credit. That's why we offer you financing options. With no credit needed, you can get a new mattress for just $39 down and 100 days same as cash. Or take advantage of 0% financing. You spend a third of your life in bed. You deserve a great mattress. $39 down and 100 days same as cash or 0% financing.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
If you're planning to fly out of the Yakima Airport this weekend, they are anticipating more travelers over the next 3 weeks, so it'd be a good idea to get there early. Because it's a smaller airport, the ticket agents double as the gate agents, and check-in closes 45 minutes before the flight, whether you're checking in on your phone or in person. The airports also see an uptick in travel since they brought back the second Alaska Airlines flight to Seattle last month. Airport Director Robert Hodgman says he's hoping numbers will increase even more with their plan to make significant improvements to the airport. They just got a $1.2 million grant for the design from the Federal Aviation Administration.
And then $5 million for construction of Phase 1A of our terminal modernization expansion, which is really going to be a new roof and HVAC and gas pipe and all the stuff that nobody sees.
They're also close to getting an architect for Phase 1B, which would add a second floor. And they've applied for a $5 million FAA grant for designing Phase 2 and 3 to build a new East Wing, bring back the airport restaurant, and expand the West Wing and baggage claim areas. Crowds at the airport are expected to be the busiest today, according to TSA. The agency expecting almost 2.5 million passengers a day ahead of Christmas. That's even more passengers than last year, as this travel period is slated to break records. All this as a storm is dumping heavy rain through parts of the West, and extreme weather is expected from the Rockies to Texas just ahead of Christmas. ABC's Melissa Adon has the details.
We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman.
The Christmas countdown is on, and travelers are on their way.
It's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty bad.
The line's long, but it's moving.
The FAA expecting nearly 49,000 planes in the air today.
This is a very, very busy time. Get here early. Get here early.
Urging passengers to get to the airport 2 hours ahead of boarding time. ABC's Gio Benitez on the tarmac in Houston.
This is one of the busiest airports in America right now. And take a look at this massive United 777 behind me here. It just came in from Sao Paulo. It's getting loaded up because it's getting ready to go back out there and get travelers out there. No doubt about it, United tells me that today it is all hands on deck. Just about every employee is on the clock.
But the weather isn't cooperating. Parts of the West Coast getting hit with a major storm, bringing rounds of heavy rain. Some parts of Southern California getting 3 inches of rain an hour.
All the runoff from there, the drainage can't take care of it.
A flood watch remains from Los Angeles through Phoenix, Arizona.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And definitely pack your patience. Even if you're on the road tonight, we're tracking some sort of an accident on Highway 240. Now, this is going from George Washington Way onto 240 towards Kennewick. So traffic's been sitting quite a while. We'll get more details on that. 41 degrees now in our Legends Casino Sky Cam. Our feels like temp is 41. Here's what's happening, though. We've got a system starting to move in. California dealing with that rain. We'll get back to that in a sec. We're still seeing those cloudy skies, and you'll start to see that rain and precip moving in overnight. Here's that ridge of low pressure. So it's an atmospheric river surrounded by this low moving around and just continuing to pound Southern California with rain. Here's our system moving in overnight. We'll start to see some snow showers across the Cascade Mountains, wet again on the west side of the state, and we'll see those showers filtering over into the east side. Then we get a big, nice ridge of high pressure. That'll give us some sunshine moving into the holiday weekend. Travel impacts, as they said, Los Angeles into Arizona with all that rain they're seeing. We're even seeing a few travel impacts possible for tomorrow in Seattle due to that active weather, and a little bit down towards Dallas. It's looking a little better on Saturday for Washington State and Oregon, looking good there, but then we'll start to see that snow in the Rockies, as mentioned, and a big storm hitting the Dallas and Houston area. Also very busy airports this holiday season. Here's Futurecast for our neck of the woods. Here comes those clouds, low clouds and fog. You'll see it again tomorrow morning. There's the showers just moving in from the west. There is the snow, and this is what I was talking about. I-90, you see it, that snow starting tomorrow morning. If your plans are to head over the pass, just be aware of that. Lots of snow there. Highway 12 Stevens Pass also impacted. We'll have little breaks in between the systems, but the snow will already be there, so plan for winter driving conditions. Then that system moves to the east, and we'll see rain in Walla Walla, and once again snow across the Blues about midday. That I-84 corridor, Pendleton towards La Grande area. If you have travel plans there, you definitely want to keep track of the day. So tomorrow afternoon, you'll have a little bit of break, and then we'll continue to see that snow building back up by about 5 o'clock. So a couple of windows of opportunity to miss that snow, but things are looking really good on Saturday. My advice is travel Saturday if you can. We'll start to see that northerly flow of winds, and then, well, if you're heading over to the Seattle area, be ready for wet weather on Friday. Saturday, again, that's the day I would travel if I were you, and on Sunday looking pretty good. Portland area is going to see some showers as well on Friday, looking great on Saturday, and then the rain comes back on Sunday, or the possibility of it. Heading into the Spokane region, chilly temperatures in the 30s. Those showers on Friday with overnight lows in the 20s. Definitely want to pack a coat if you're heading that way. Let's talk about snow this time of year, white Christmases. You've been hearing about all of that. We have a little graph here to kind of show you how much snow covered United States over the previous years, and check out this year, 15.7%. That's it. Last year, 53% of the U.S. had snow on Christmas. This year, 15. In fact, that's the lowest since we've been tracking that in 20 years that we've seen for Christmas. So unfortunately, white Christmas, you'll have to head up to the mountains. Tonight, we'll look for the patchy fog and those temperatures in the 30s, pretty mild overnight, those cloudy skies, and look for those showers out the door tomorrow. Scattered showers on and off with our nice warm temperatures in the 40s. Planning your day, it's going to be wet, cloudy, overcast, temperatures in the 40s. Look for these scattered showers through noontime in the Tri-Cities. And looking at Walla Walla, we'll see temperatures and showers continue on and off throughout the day. Warm temperatures, I meant to say. All right, that's a quick look at your weather forecast. Still to come, your 7-day planning forecast. Stay with us. Apple Valley News Now at 5:30 comes right back. Season's greetings from everyone at Apple Valley News Now.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. Don't be tempted to accept a quick holiday settlement. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Tempur-Pedic's latest lineup is available at More Furniture. Get special savings on Tempur-Pedic's newest state-of-the-art sleep systems and get 72 months interest-free financing. Side sleeper, back sleeper, hot or cold sleeper. Get fitted for your perfect sleep system no matter how you sleep. You won't believe the difference of a great night's rest, and you'll sleep easy knowing you got the very best value from More Furniture. When you take 72 months to pay, visit a local More Furniture store for a test rest.
Save big now during the year-end sales event at Valley Nissan. Take advantage of our best selection in over 2 years. Discounts so big, the manufacturer won't let us post them. Valley Nissan is dealing on every new Nissan in stock. We must sell them fast so we can earn more from the manufacturer. Save on Rogue, Frontier, Altima, Titan, Pathfinder, and Sentra. Every vehicle tagged with full savings, plus get top dollar for your valuable trade-in. Don't miss the year-end sales event going on now at Valley Nissan.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep.
With innovative memory foam developed by NASA, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer,
which means less tossing and turning so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any qualifying Tempur-Pedic. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Denver Mattress today, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
During cold months, do you sleep too much, feel listless, sad, or down? You could suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Discover more about SAD and ways to fight back at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
With all the excitement of the upcoming holiday season, getting into an auto accident is something you can do without. So remember to drive safely, buckle up, and please don't drink and drive. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
A new study suggests the sale of emergency contraception will surge following New Year's celebrations. The study published this week in the journal The BMJ found the trend has happened over the past several years with a 10% sales spike in the new year. New Year's Eve gatherings are often associated with increased sexual activity and sexual assault and reduced contraception access and use. According to the study, Valentine's Day and Independence Day were also associated with a sales increase, but to a lesser extent. CNN spoke to the study authors and an outside expert who noted this year the sales spike could be impacted by the overturning of Roe v. Wade. You're watching Apple Valley News Now. We'll be right back.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. After the presents and food, join Apple Valley News Now for a Christmas Monday Night Football as Baltimore takes on San Francisco. The Ravens battle the 49ers Monday night at 4:30. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now prime time Monday.
Rihanna's next big fashion move.
Made it fatter or made it better?
How she just made her wallet a little fatter. Plus,
Rihanna reveals why it's impossible for her to Christmas shop for her 2 babies. It's driving me nuts.
next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Let her buck. It's a way of life. It's taking on the day, no matter what it throws at you. And that's why it's on every bottle of Pendleton whiskey. It's not just poured, it's earned.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore.
Yes, it is.
Wait, guys. The Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay. Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already. Marketers are the worst.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's dropping off presents in a sporty Civic or picking up a few for yourself in a fun-to-drive HRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Tonight, how airlines are handling one of the busiest days of the holiday travel season, plus tracking the major storm in the West. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Welcome back. Get the umbrella out for tomorrow. Wet day, nice and sunny on Saturday. White Christmas, well, in the mountains. Not so much here. But anyway, have a great holiday weekend.
Yes, well, World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight at 6. And you can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.